My mother-in-law gave my cooking a Yelp review at Thanksgiving. She literally printed out a 2-star review template, filled it in with a red pen, and handed it to me after I served dessert. In front of 23 family members and Grunt, my boss, who I'd invited because she had nowhere else to go. The turkey was dry despite excessive butter usage. The stuffing lacked seasoning diversity. The mashed potatoes were concerningly smooth, possibly instant. She'd taken photos of every dish with her phone, annotated them with arrows pointing to problem areas. I'd cooked for 14 hours straight. 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, she'd called asking what I was making. I sent her the menu I'd carefully planned. She sent back a revised version with suggestions. I ignored it. That was my first mistake. She arrived 3 hours early to help. Instead, she sat at my kitchen island with a notebook, documenting everything. The oven temperature, how many times I opened the door, whether I washed my hands between touching different ingredients. She timed how long the turkey rested. A jury notes when I didn't baste exactly every 30 minutes. My husband saw her writing, said nothing, just poured himself bourbon at 10 a.m. When guests arrived, she handed out feedback cards she printed, asked everyone to rate each dish anonymously. My father-in-law threw his in the trash. She retrieved it, smoothed it out, handed him a new one during dinner. She kept asking people to really think about the flavors. Mad comments like interesting choice and brave seasoning decisions. My sister caught me crying in the bathroom, pretend me to ignore her. But how do you ignore someone photographing your turkey with a ruler for scale? The review wasn't even the worst part. She'd created a full PowerPoint presentation, 37 slides, 5 charts comparing my cooking to previous years, a graph showing flavor degradation over courses, stock photos of what properly cooked versions should look like. She tried to connect her laptop to our Nanga. My husband finally intervened, unplugged the Nong entirely, claimed it was broken, but she wasn't done. She'd brought printed copies, spiral bound, handed them out like party favors as people left. My boss took one to be polite, preffed me later. Is she okay mentally? The next morning, she sent a group email to 46 people, family, friends, my husband's coworkers, somehow subject line, Thanksgiving 2024 commerce review and arias for invertment. Attached was the PowerPoint to the original review and a meal plan for next year with suggested vendors who could assist with execution. My husband's aunt replied all, Linda, this is deranged. Linda doubled down, created a Facebook group called Helping My Num and Bird, her hosting skills, emulated every woman in the family, posted the turkey photos with red circles around problematic browning patterns, shared articles about food safety, tagged me in every post. My sister-in-law commented. Linda responded, quantity consumed doesn't indicate quality. I was being polite. Then she revealed the real reason. 23 years ago, at her first Thanksgiving as a wife, my husband's grandmother had critiqued her turkey publicly, said it was adequate for a first attempt. Linda never recovered. She'd been waiting over 2 decades to pass on the trauma. She wasn't reviewing my cooking. She was exercising demons. My husband finally snapped, sent his own review to the family group chat, 1-star review of his mother's behavior, included photos of her eating thirds, time and stamps of her asking for recipes, security footage of her sneaking leftovers into her purse. She blocked him, sent me a message, this is your influence. Yesterday she called to say she's hosting Christmas. Already sent invitations. The invitation included a note. Catering by professionals, I RSP'd yes, then booked tickets to Hawaii. My husband's grandmother called me last night laughing, fred out her adequate comment years ago. Linda's turkey was actually raw in the middle. Grandma was being generous. She's sending Linda a Thanksgiving card this year with a turkey thermometer inside.